and welcome to the Santee Cooper PowerHouse Tour. As an electron, I'm a very small, negatively charged particle. But as your guide today, I'm about as big and positive as you can get. So what do you say we learn a little bit about this generating station and how we make electricity? Rainey is Santee Cooper's newest generating station and the first natural gas-fired station on the system. The 4 larger Rainey units can actually burn either gas or oil, both fossil fuels, but they mostly burn gas that comes all the way from the Gulf of Mexico through a pipeline. Rainey's first unit began operating on January 1st, 2002, and now there is 1 combined cycle unit and 5 simple cycle units at the site that produce more than 1,095 megawatts. That's the same amount of power that's produced by 8 747 jets. You can see the stacks that release the exhaust after the gas is burned. But there's not much of that here at Rainey. Follow me and I'll show you why. Come on! But first, let's talk about how we make electric power. We generate it through a network of generating facilities that turn natural resources into usable energy. Let's start at the place where mechanical energy is turned into electrical energy, inside an electric generator. The generator houses powerful magnets and coils of copper wire. When a powerful magnetic field turns inside of a coil of wire, electrons move through the wires, creating an electric current or electricity. Simple, right? Well, not exactly. Just to get started making electricity, you need a whole lot of equipment and energy in the form of fuel. At Rainey Generating Station, the fuel that turns the turbine is either gas or oil, both of which are fossil fuels that are natural resources. The turbine could also be turned by a renewable resource, such as water for hydropower or even wind for wind power. At Rainey, Santee Cooper uses superheated gas to drive the turbines, which in turn drive the generator, making electricity. But how do you get this superheated gas? We'll start in the compressor, which looks like a cone-shaped cylinder with fan blades attached in rows. Air is pumped into the compressor, causing the pressure to rise. This high-pressure air then moves through the combustion area, where a ring of fuel injectors injects a steady stream of natural gas. The air and the gas mix and ignite, which starts the burning of the gas. Once burned, these exhaust gases exit the combustion area and head to the turbine, where it's forced under pressure through the blades of the turbine, turning them at 3,600 times every minute. The turbine then turns the magnet inside the coils in the generator, which produces electricity. There's actually enough energy in the hot gases blowing through the blades of one turbine to generate 220,000 horsepower and drive 147 M1 tanks. Woo! Now that's impressive! Rainey can also take the exhaust gas from the turbine to generate steam to drive a steam turbine, just like a traditional coal-fired power plant. This steam is used, then condensed, and reused over and over. Station operators keep a close eye from this control room, monitoring and controlling the entire process. They can make changes with these computers and control systems as needed to keep the process running as efficiently as possible. From the generator, electricity must now reach homes and businesses. And it begins its journey through this switchyard, where transformers boost it about 10 times, from around 18,000 volts to around 240,000 volts. I don't know about you, but that's a lot of volts if you ask me. The switchyard is like a highway on-ramp where electricity starts its travels. Transmission lines leaving the switchyard are the interstate highways of electricity, carrying high-voltage power to a substation in your neighborhood. Here, the high-voltage electricity is stepped down to a lower voltage that can be used safely in your schools and homes. Santee Cooper is totally committed to keeping our lakes, rivers, and air clean as electricity is made. Rainey Generating Station's gas-fired turbines are a very clean way to make electricity, which is why natural gas is known as clean fuel. Even though there's very little pollution caused when burning gas to make electricity, Santee Cooper still monitors and records stack gases before any air is sent out of the stack. And when the exhaust gas moves from the heat recovery steam generator through the control equipment and out of the system, it's clean! Woohoo! leaving very little exhaust exiting the stacks here at Rainey. Like all of our plants, the stacks are constantly monitored and any remaining emissions are reported to the state and federal government to ensure that Rainey meets all federal Environmental Protection Agency standards. As environmental stewards, Santee Cooper is also the first utility in South Carolina to build a green power generating station at a landfill. You know, a garbage dump. Ooh, PU! Green power is environmentally friendly electricity that uses renewable resources for fuel. As landfill garbage decays, a renewable fuel called methane gas is produced. That's why methane is called a greenhouse gas. Santee Cooper captures methane from landfills and burns it as fuel to produce electricity. If the methane was not burned as fuel, it would enter the atmosphere as pollution. Which is why this program has a very beneficial impact on the environment. For instance, buying 200 kilowatt hours of green power per month for just 1 year has the same impact as recycling 320 pounds of aluminum cans. That's 10,215 cans. Woohoo! So that's how we make electricity here at Santee Cooper. And now you know how we turn the lights on. Have fun and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.